Hello and welcome to YouTube World.
Let's go. So we're now talking multiplying decimals. We're using a fraction method. So I'm going to remind you. So for instance, the kind of problems that we need to be able to solve are something like 3 times 0.8. So we've got a whole number multiplied by a decimal. Okay. And we've also got to be able to do something like 8.4 times 2.1, which is a decimal times another decimal, right? We also need to think, well, how do we do it if I've got 0.08 times 2.3? So I've got one decimal with 2 decimal places and one with only 1. How is that going to work? So we've got to go through these 3 situations just to check that we can do them. We're going to use a fraction method. Alright? So, does anyone remember what I meant by the fraction method? Right?
The fraction method is when you have 84 or 8.4.
Well, let's do this one. 3 times 0.8. Can you remember it for that one?
I think you add a decimal place to the 3.
Nope. Oh. Do you want to do it for this one then? Try it for this one. Tell me what you said you were going to do.
Oh, well, on that one, you put 84 over 10.
Yeah.
And 21 over 10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Do you remember that? Because over 10 means...
It's over 10.
But what's over 10 mean?
10 point.
Oh. So it's the same thing as writing...
10 times.
No. Over 10, like that means divide by 10.
Oh, yeah.
So 21 divided by 10 is 2.1. Okay? So that's why I do it. That's why we do it. So this 84 divided by 10 as a fraction is 8.4. So if I do this, I do this.
So if it was 21 over 100, then that would be wrong.
Yes, exactly. Because 21 over 100 would be 0.21 and not 2.1.
Yeah, could you do like 5?
So I tell you, let's rewrite. So this one then would be what?
That one would actually be 22 over 10.
So 23 over 10. But what would we multiply? What would this one be?
Oh,
Can you do that?
0.8 over 1.
But we've still got a decimal then, which is 0.8. So it's going to be 8 over what? Not 1, no. Because over 1 is the same thing. Magna? 100. Good.
Come on.
8 divided by 100 is 0.08. And this one then would be...
that'll be 8 over 100.
No.
No, 8 over 10. Oh, sorry, 8 over 10 and then 3 over... 3.
Just 3.
Just 3.
Now I could, if I want to, this one is just 3 over 1, if that helps with multiplying fractions. A lot of people find that helps. Okay.
So you just time 3 times 8.
Okay, so now this one.
And 1 times 10.
So we do 3 times 8 is
24.
24.
Over
1 times 10
over
is
10.
So the answer as a decimal is 24 divided by 10 is
2.4.
2.4. Good.
Oh my gosh,
There's the answer.
So could we do more? Like.
Well, what's this next one then?
So it'll be 84 times 21.
Okay, so what's it going to be over first? Because that's easy.
Oh, first it'll be 1.
10 times 10 is?
10 times 10 is 100.
Okay. And then we've got to do 84 times 21. So this is why we've been practicing the long multiplication method. So 84 times 21. So we haven't got a calculator.
Oh, I know. So 1 times
Tamar, go for it.
1 times 4. 1 times 4 is 4, so you write a 4 under. 1 times 8 is 8, so you write the 8. Then you write a 0 under 4.
Yeah.
2 times 4 is 8.
Yeah.
And then 2 times 8 is 16. So just write the thing.
What
and
does
add
it
all
up?
up.
60. 1,600.
So 4.
16.
Keep the
1.
7. 1.
Okay.
1,700.
So the answer to this is
1,700 over
Do you want more of those or the other ones?
Anyone.
So
Sorry
we've
for
got 1,764 divided by 100. Now the answer to this though is what?
It's, oh, I got this.
Matthias? 17.64.
Why?
Not 64. Why, Thomas? Are you asking why?
Yes.
Matthias, would you like to explain why?
Because it's not a.
Because I don't even know why.
Oh,
I know you have, so's Magnus, so's Ryan. I've asked Matthias to explain, but can you not explain? No? Go on and then do
Because it's the you have the tenths and you have the hundredths, and then so you wouldn't say 64 because it's not a whole number.
Okay, well, I think you're answering the different question. So you're right, it's not 64 because it's not 64, it's 6/10 4 unit, 400ths. So we say 17.64. But I think Thomas's question, so Magnus looking at his finger, right, is why is 1,764 divided by 100 17.64? Is that your question?
Yes.
10 times 10
Yes.
is 100.
Go on, Matthias,
Okay.
explain.
Because you just like
Oh, how do you explain?
So how do we divide by 100?
you just
Do you remember we did it?
zeros out.
Yes. You,
No, see, we don't take zeros out. There are no zeros. Thomas, concentrate now.
sorry.
Ryan,
Because there's 2 decimal places, so then you put.
there are no decimal places in 17.64.
Oh. Is
How-
that what I meant? Like.
I need you to remember how you multiply or divide by 10 or 100 or so on. Magnus?
So if it's like a number without a zero, like anything, you take the decimal place and it goes forwards of how many zeros there are.
No.
So
No.
100.
Remember, we do not move the decimal point. That is not the way I said, and it's technically, yes, you will end up with the right answer, but it's technically incorrect to do it that way. And it leads you to other mistakes. So when we divide by 100, we do not move a decimal point. What do we move?
You move the numbers.
We move the numbers.
Because it's 2 zeros.
So we move the numbers. We've got to make each number 100 times less valuable. Now each column is worth how much? So it's
Each
10
column,
times.
10 times.
So if I make it 100 times less value, I've got to move them down the value system.
But then we have like
This way,
1.
2 columns, because 100 is 2 columns. So I've got to move the 1, 7, 6 and 4 down 2 columns
So-
around the decimal place.
If it was 1,764 over 1,000, just if it was,
Yeah,
the answer would be 1.764.
exactly, yes.
Oh, I got this now.
So we don't move the decimal point
And
because
if it was like,
the decimal point doesn't move.
if it was, we've done, after 1,000, so it's 10,000.
Yeah,
So if you want to move it up, it would be 0.164.
exactly.
Oh, this makes sense.
That makes good.
Oh,
So this one then, let's do the final one that we're doing together. What do we divide by at the end? So it's
1,000.
1,000. Okay? And then we have to do 8 times 23. Okay? So we do 23 times 8.
24.
Thomas, go on.
So 3 times 8 is 24, so
Yeah.
you carry 2.
Yeah.
8 times 2 is 60, carry on 2 is
184.
174.
184.
Okay, so on here I write
184.
184. And then you move it 3 decimal places.
No, you moved it.
Which would actually be, wouldn't it be 0.0.
No,
0.184.
So remember.
Oh yeah, 0.184.
Yeah, exactly. 0.184. Because the numbers have moved 3 columns. So if you think the 1 moves 3, so it goes 1 there, 2, and then it ends up there. So the 1 would end up here, and then the 8 and 4 just stay where they are, next to the 1. They maintain their position.
Makes
So
sense.
what you've got here, this is how you would multiply decimals, but using a fraction method. Alright, now that will always work. So, can I get you now to turn to page 95? Okay, page 95 in your book.
Yes.
Oh
Right.
yes, exercise 1.
Exercise 1, and you are going to do, in exercise 1, you are going to do the questions G through to O.
G. Where's G?
Through to O. Okay?
Wait, in
But where is
Page 95, exercise 1. We've done a few, so you're now going to do G, H, I, J.
So we show it out like that.
I want you to show your methods. Now, here's the thing. Right? I'm going to pause this. I'm just going to flip the button.
He's recording though.
It is recording.
So
I have a good feeling I'm gonna move down.
stop lying.
I'm not sure about
Shh, shh. He's recording, guys.
Yeah, but we are doing our work. We're just telling.
It's recording if you didn't see it.
I know, I can see.
We should continue.
Thomas, do you think you can move down?
No one speak because like
We don't want to go to this.
no, we really don't know.
Like we should probably like the coolest like.
Guys, what's 10 times 10 again?
Oh my god, 100.
I knew that.
100. And then there's 100.
I'm not that dumb.
Then why did you ask us?
Sarcasm.
To see if you guys are smart.
What we be quiet.
I forgot how to move the decimal place.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
but
we
that
actually did it. We literally just did it.
Hey guys,
No, I really do need to do this, Matisse.
hey guys, how
Stop
many
it.
decimal places? Matthias,
How
you're
many
annoying everyone. We shouldn't be talking.
Yes, she can talk.
Hey guys, how many decimal places do I have to move for A? I forgot.
I think
I forgot. With the pots. 7.
you've already forgotten, have you?
Yep.